Welcome back, y'all, to the Next Level Living podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, number one podcast amongst anybody who like podcasts. I'm talking about your favorite podcast.
Come on.
Favorite podcast. And I'm here with my co-host today, Kay Hart. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. It's a new year.
Welcome to 2023, my girl.
Welcome.
How you feeling?
Good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, but I'll be feeling even better after we introduce Boss Man real quick.
And Boss Lady.
And Boss Lady.
Yes.
How
Happy
y'all
New Year.
feeling? Happy New Year.
Amazing.
Jay, how you feeling, man,
Man,
dude?
we're refreshed, restored, re-energized, renewed. I'm ready.
It's good to see you, bro.
Yeah, likewise.
Y'all, we got a very special episode today, man. Like, every episode I feel like is special, but this one personal for me. Like, my family here, and they came back with a dope experience, and I feel like it's important to make sure that they get a chance to see how amazing this experience was from each and every one of them. So we're going to do something different today. Y'all stay tuned for that. But y'all going to get to see a lot of people that's real special to us today. And we're going to be talking about, should I tell them what we're talking about today?
Yeah, we need to tell him.
Y'all, they just came back from South Africa.
Trip of a lifetime.
Trip of a lifetime. Jay, how do you break down a trip of this magnitude with so many people that represent the Next Level Living brand and so many people that y'all love? Like,
Tracy's probably been to South Africa maybe 5-6 times. I've probably been there. This is probably my 8th or 9th.
okay.
And so, you know, because the pandemic, we couldn't, the last time we was there was what, 2019? Because then 2020 hit and the pandemic, 2021 hit. So it had really been 3 calendar years, but we missed 2 trips because typically we go every year in December. It's like we have our big annual conference, then we do a lot of community work, and it's like a vacation. So right after Thanksgiving, we there.
True.
And so we knew we wanted to go, and we've been talking about it for the last 2-3 years. So the whole team, company, family members was like, man, we rolling next time. And it kind of evolved into this big master trip, 15 deep.
Wow.
I don't know. And look, my girl's a high, if y'all know the DISC assessment, she's a high she's a high C. Like, she ain't really high I, like super around a bunch of people. So for you to be able to spend 2 weeks with 15 people, yeah, God is real.
Wow.
Yeah, hallelujah.
God is real.
I didn't know if I should laugh or be proud. Like, thanks
be
for
proud.
chuckling.
But you know, to the team's defense, it's people we really love and care about. It wasn't no drama. It wasn't no dumb stuff. It wasn't like, man, they getting on my nerves. They needy. It was just easy. And that's really the fabric of our company. Everybody that's with us now in this season, it's just easy.
Right.
And I'm in the point of life. I'm trying to get that soft life. I'm like, man, miss me with the friction, miss me with the dumb stuff. If it ain't easy, if it's not, I'm not trying to fit an octagon in a square no more. I ain't trying to fit a triangle in a circle. Like, if you don't fit within our circle, you got to move around.
So what type of man are you looking for to give you a soft life?
Okay.
I'm not looking for a man to give me a soft life.
Oh, God,
you know what I'm saying?
God gonna make it.
Yeah.
God did.
Because I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've gone through a lot. And so I'm in a different season now. I just want things to be as smooth as possible. I want peace, bro. I want tranquility. And so the trip was special. Would you say that, babe?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Can we talk about the 2 different places in South Africa that y'all went to and like what each experience was like? So y'all went to where'd y'all go
What's the
first?
first stop? Tell them about that, boo, and what we did.
So we went
Getting
to
them right.
Johannesburg first, and that is kind of like, I would say, like the city, like the
Like
New
a
York,
Chicago
like
with
a
palm
Chicago,
trees.
like a
Okay.
New York with palm trees.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had a few days off. We went to the Lion Park. We went to the Monkey Sanctuary. What else did we do? We saw the
Soweto.
elephants. We went to
Soweto.
Soweto. We saw Nelson Mandela's house.
Yeah.
Hold on. What's a what? That's not a tall pump?
No,
That's
it's a
a
city.
female shoe?
Soweto?
What they call
you
it?
think it's
Stiletto?
stiletto?
Stiletto.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
See, that's my domesticated
Guys,
way of thinking.
guys.
Y'all got to international me real quick.
Yeah.
A Soweto.
Yeah.
Give
so
me.
Soweto is it's like a town.
Okay.
It's like a hood within Johannesburg.
Okay.
And it was like kind of one of the, I would say, like pillars or pivotal places in the community. You know how we often focus on the march on the bridge with Dr. King,
Yes,
and that's like
yes.
a real pivotal
Got you.
location.
Okay.
Well, it was the same way when they came to their civil rights movement. Like, a lot of hundreds of kids were killed during a peaceful protest, right? And they were armed with rocks,
Got you.
but the military was armed with guns. And so that right there sparked the revolution there in South Africa. So I won't get into the whole history lesson, but Soweto is a very rich community filled with a lot of culture, and it's the heart of Nelson Mandela's house. So it was dope.
You know, I hear a lot about East and West Africa taking a lot of credit for Black people in South Africa. What were we like over there? Like, did y'all see, when y'all see people like us with our skin tone and our stuff, like, I'm pretty sure they had accents. Like, what was that like, seeing other people that look like you speaking differently with a different culture, different experience? How was that interacting with them?
So, I mean, I loved it. I'll let Tracy speak to it, right? Like, when her first trip there, you wanted to do what?
Yeah, move.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Right.
I'm still ready to move.
For
yes.
real?
Oh, no,
Yes.
we gonna get the property.
It's
Come on, give me
it's
some right
nothing.
here. Right,
I mean, it's nothing like seeing, you know, your people do well
Yes.
and being among people who look like you.
Yes.
And I mean, anybody over there, most people anyways, they speak what? 4 languages, they say. So when we only speak one, so you can just imagine, you know, the cultural richness that you receive.
Right.
And, you know, I think for everybody, I mean, it was just an amazing trip. It was good for us to go back, you know, and just remember why you missed it and, you know, why you want to go over there. But, you know, I think, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, how did the people like treat you guys?
Or embrace y'all?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, always.
So
It's
it's almost
always
like you
love.
a long lost cousin. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
Yeah. And the air is fresh. The food is fresh. Like, it's a different vibe. Don't get me wrong. You live in certain parts of Atlanta, you're gonna see Black people everywhere you go.
Yeah.
But to be there, like my first experience there, I pulled up at the Maslow Hotel, which is like their modern version of the Ritz-Carlton or something, right?
Okay.
Bruh, Bentley, Bugatti, Porsche cut truck.
In South Africa?
Bruh, listen to me. I'm like, oh, we got money like that over here? And so just the culture and the excellence, it was special. What would you say the highlight? And so y'all know, y'all gonna hear from about 4 or 5 different team members.
Yeah.
We're gonna kind of swap folks out, honey. Before you transition, you know, what would you say was like the highlight from the 2 weeks being there?
I think the highlight was, I think just being with the team and seeing them experience something that not only that they've wanted to do, but something that is a big piece of our heart, you know? So I think that was a highlight for me.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, before you do go, I know you guys have been doing the work in Cape Town for years now. Like, how has it progressed now from when you first started? Like,
Oh, I mean, when it first started, I mean, it was literally nothing. Probably one person, just Gavin and Portia, I think. And then us, you know, doing stuff over the phone and internet and making phone calls. And, you know, to see it grow now, it's like, you know, we have literally a whole team. You know, it's still a lot of work, but I mean, just to see how, you know, the communities that they help, to see how the ministry, you know, has grown, just to see the kids in college. And, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's really humbling, you know, to know that you are literally helping impact somebody's future and the impact that they're going to make on the world.
wow.
Yeah,
And you guys
it's
sent
great.
how many kids to college out there?
40.
Wow.
40.
That's
wow.
incredible.
That's
And
amazing.
feed thousands of people per month.
That's amazing.
Matter of fact, true story. I just got a text today from Craig, who's our director over the Feed My Sheep program.
Yeah.
And so for those of y'all that don't know, like the Bible says, like, he's like, if you really rocking with me, you know what I'm saying, feed my sheep, right? And so that's almost like if you really a Christian, God is like, man, feed my people, right? And so we have the Feed My Sheep program. And man, one of the communities, Crump, Nick, Soph, Eb, one of the communities caught fire. And 2 homes completely destroyed, and 2 adults died, and 1 young person in the community we serve. And another young person was in a car accident, and they're in the hospital. So now they hit us and it's like, yo, any extra support you got that we can bless these families with, let us know. So team, just so y'all know, like, the work continues on, you know what I'm saying? And it's just the work we've been called to do. And it kind of happened by accident, right? We went there to speak and kind of did our thing, and the people there was like, bro, we want y'all to come back. And we came, they booked us, and we went back to South Africa maybe 4 or 5 months later, met some more young adults that was making moves. They was like, yo, we need this next level living here. And it was just like, okay. And by our 3rd trip in the hood, they airbrushing graffiti, next level living.
I
on the
remember
walls.
that. That
You know
was
what I'm
dope.
saying? And you was on that trip.
I was there,
Yeah.
man. That was
And
fire.
so it's just kind of grown and evolved over the years, but it was cool to be able to share it with the team.
That's amazing.
I just want to say thank y'all. Number one, just for being who y'all are. Like, y'all know I love y'all, but just on behalf of Next Level Living and everything that y'all represent, like, there's a lot of people been affected positively because y'all exist. So shout out to y'all.
And
We
we just getting
appreciate
started,
y'all.
big dog.
For sure.
Yeah, anything else you want to share, babe?
No. I think
Well, speaking
that's
of just getting started, y'all, I just want to let y'all get excited about what we got coming up next. Like, y'all saw how Tracy's skin be popping. Y'all see that smile is beautiful. We got another brown skin coming to the building. I'm talking about brown skin girl.
The brown bomber.
I'm talking about the one who may not be the hun, but she's the one to get it done. You hear me? Because for sure, I'm talking about the one to get it done. She's getting everything done.
Oh my
we bringing up my sis, Ebony. How you feeling,
What's
girl?
up, you guys?
Up, girl? You got that skin popping. You glowing.
Thanks. You know.
What's up?
I almost got married in South Africa.
See?
And you came back
You see what I'm saying?
She ain't about that life.
You would have had me go over there, hurt somebody, and then I would have been in Wakanda forever.
Bro, my
you
man
hear me?
invited her to a wedding.
What,
He a
what?
man of God,
your
and he
wedding?
admins.
You say he
Bro, he
invited?
was our server at a wedding.
You say
he was all into her, and she played my man.
What you
What?
mean?
I'm talking to the left.
You've been
wasn't your
manifesting.
type?
I was tired and I couldn't find anything to wear.
Cap.
That was the reason?
Cap.
That,
you
no.
Yeah,
Ebony.
I was really nervous.
Okay.
You know me, girl.
Okay, yeah.
I was nervous. That's true.
That's it?
She
Yeah.
was she's
Ebony,
a Virgo.
you was just
No,
nervous?
she did the deductive reasoning. She's like, he's in South Africa. I live in Atlanta.
No.
I ain't got nothing to
She's
wear.
next
It's not gonna
level.
work.
Yeah.
She could have done that, but that's
No, she thought too
He could have
far.
been a secret prince too.
Yeah. It's
For
all good. I
real.
have his number.
What you gonna do
You got his
with it is the
FaceTime? You been
question,
FaceTiming
though.
him?
No, I'm gonna hit him up though.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Or are we
Because
going to
we're
hit him
gonna be
up?
going back again, and you
So
know.
look, for the sake of time, because we could get into this cap all day.
Yeah.
What was the highlight for you? This was not your first time with us either.
No, it was not my first time. It was my second time. And I remember the moment when we were at the bomb villa that our bosses, Tracy, Jeremy, and Tracy, blessed us with. And I was looking over the pool and you can see the ocean and you can see the palms. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm here because I was grateful 8 years ago, ahead of time. I remember when I quit my job, people thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
But I already knew what God had put in my heart and my soul.
Yeah.
And so I was already grateful for that moment. Before.
Ebony.
Because I knew what God was going to do and the different opportunities through this amazing family and team.
Yeah.
So that I just had to really look and just really, bring that in. But I want to say a real pivotal moment or what I was really excited about was the serving part. I love to serve.
Yeah, you do.
And so to be able to, prepare the food, to get ready to feed the men, the women, and the children, and just be able to talk with them and just pray with them and just sit with them. There was a couple of times I just sat and hold someone's baby.
I love that.
So I really, really enjoyed that.
That's cute. Yeah. No,
You know what? Before you go, Eb, you got to talk about it. It wasn't just the good-looking, God-fearing man, Bobo, that you played in Johannesburg. In Cape Town, the house manager.
Oh my God.
Ebony, what's going on?
Hold on.
Listen, the villa. So we had a 10,000 square foot modern luxury mansion villa, and it comes with chef, housekeepers, and a house manager that lived next door. So he's responsible for just making sure, like my man on point.
Was he?
And my man was into Ebony.
Oh,
Okay,
Invited
guys.
her to watch the World Cup game.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You
He
better
was
tell him
nice.
you only like world
He
coffee.
was nice.
What kind of
we were
cup
gonna
he
go
trying
to
to
the
take you
club.
to?
Well, he wanted to go to the club, and then he said he was gonna stay here to watch the game. And long story short, he stayed at the house and watched the game. But it's okay.
How did he stay at the house?
He has a house on the side, right?
Oh, he stood at his house.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna
But
let
I didn't watch the game with him.
Okay. Was there a reason? Because it sounds like you're getting into the habit of
we
letting
gonna let her.
good men go.
We're gonna let her sort through her love
Nervous.
life
I was nervous. It's
offline.
okay. I'm getting past it though.
You said you
Next
was a little
time.
nervous? You know, you got your wingman and me. You can always call me. I don't care what time it is, Ed. I would have talked you through that.
He gave me pointers.
I gave her game.
Did he?
You got them pointers too?
I do.
Yep.
Okay.
So I gave her. So
Because
I'll
he been
say
out the
this,
game
though.
for a little bit. You
Oh
think
my
you can
God.
trust Jay? Because, you know,
okay.
Let me tell you
So,
something, bro.
like,
Once a
Ebony-
player, you know what I'm saying? It's a player until he gets
Everybody
married.
calm down. Everybody calm down.
everybody calm down. Everybody
Yeah.
calm
Next
down.
level
Eb,
Pippin
anything,
over
anything
here.
else you want to share, Eb?
I do. A really big moment was when Elder Victor came to the house. Tracy and Jeremy and the kids had already had their names, or Jackson got
He's
his
a
name.
Zulu elder.
Is Zulu
Powerful man
elder,
of God.
power prophetic man of God, and he went around and named the rest of the members there.
Wow.
And when he got to me, he was like, "You were Tiwande," and I was like, "Tiwande, okay." And he was like, "You bring joy and you bring love." And he's like, so whenever you walk into the room, you just brighten up the room. You carry so much love inside and you love to share that. And he said, because of that, God will open up these other doors for you. And I thought it was really amazing because this man knew me from nowhere,
Yeah.
Truly
you
anointed.
know? But it also reminded me that I truly do carry God's love inside of me.
Yeah.
And that's why I really care about who's around me to experience it.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to let you. You know what I mean? And so because that love is there, it's an honor that I'm allowing you in my space to
Come on.
experience what God has already
Talk
put
about
in
that.
deep inside of
That's
me.
real. Yeah.
So for him to say that, I was just like, God, thank you.
yeah.
But yeah, that was really awesome.
Right.
Excited for you to have that
Yeah.
experience, Eb.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Who we gonna bring on
And
next?
the-
Soph?
Wait, hold on.
Jeremy.
I know you had more
Jeremy,
questions.
my God.
Oh no, bro, I'm savvy.
Yeah.
So while y'all playing,
Yeah.
I see everything.
Oh,
So go ahead. Go ahead though, Chris.
Okay.
No. Go ahead, Chris.
No, anyway, that's what we're working with.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
I ain't mad though. You got one more.
We
Go
gonna
for
have
it.
to-
Yeah, go for it.
No, I was just gonna comment on what you were
Just do it.
saying. Like, yeah, it is special to have someone else see that in you,
Yeah,
and you don't
yeah.
have to even like share
I
a
said
full-on
nothing.
conversation with them. That's just it. It shows that it's radiating throughout everything you do.
Yeah, thank you.
So, yeah, facts.
on both parts, because that love is naturally in her,
Yeah.
and he's so anointed.
Yeah.
We just having dinner, and he's just like,
He's
your
observing,
name
he's
out of
picking up
nowhere. It's just like,
everything.
bro, you really? And I ain't gonna lie, I sat back like a fat neck. I already knew what it was. Because that's the only reason why we bring him around.
Yeah.
I'm very
Yeah.
protective of our circle, but I knew he was a
Yeah.
mighty man of God.
Wow.
And so, yeah.
So when
That's
I got
beautiful.
home, I called my family and I was like,
Call
Tandiwe.
me.
I am Tandiwe.
We're gonna get you a little name
Yeah.
thing.
Cameron's like,
that's
Auntie, what? I was like, baby, when I get home, I'll help you. But yeah,
spell it for you
but it
when
was
I get
amazing.
there. I
So
love
thank you all so much for this time.
For sure. It was great having you on here, Taiwinde.
Tandiwe.
Tandiwe.
There we go.
It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Little D-Way. So we won't wait. Just focus. Can you just focus? Because right now we gotta bring in the King Coach one time. Like I need y'all to understand. Our
it
other big dog is walking into the building and he messing up all the microphones. So stay on me because I need everybody to understand that this is about to get real and it's about to get even. Like we turning up another notch. Welcome to the Next Level of Podcast, the King Coach. What's up, Crump?
What's up, family? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good,
yeah,
man.
Good to see you guys.
You too,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Yeah.
Bro, how was it like over there from your experience, bro?
Well, like it's just like full circle. First, shout out to Jeremy and Tracy, man. I kind of want to go to the conference and come back. So we did the conference, and Gavin was like, "Yo, just because you guys know how many people been donating to Next Level South Africa over the past 7 years? There was like 2 people, Jeremy and Tracy, and then he's like, I actually counted the dollars of how much they donated. It was almost 3 million rand that they have given to take care of that entire organization that serves 5 or 6 communities.
Wow.
And that again goes back to why I made my decision. And it's like, goes back to just the man of God that he is. But I had my daughter's rites of passage. And the Intungeon experience came from South Africa, women taking their girls into womanhood. So I was like, man, how much of a dope experience it would be the same year that I gave my daughter her rites of passage, she would go to the origins of the country and get her Zulu elder's name.
Hold on. So, hey, I'm gonna ask my brother to insert just some quick B-roll of
That
of
experience.
that. Yeah. So Nick, make sure he gets that footage, just
Yeah.
10 seconds, so they can see what took place. But yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So for me, it was like, man, we wore African garms here.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like going back to Africa the same year for her, and just seeing like, so for me, I was on my wife and kids. Like I was on. I had wanted this experience for so long, but like to have my wife and children there, it was like, what an honor, what a privilege, what a joy. And my hope, I was texting Jay, I was texting Gavin, like, yo, I really want to get my children's names. That's really what I was on.
I love that.
And my daughter's Nandi, which means royalty. And it was speaking to the fact that she only would attract, she only would exist in the mental, spiritual space of royalty. And she would like kind of disconnect herself from spaces that wasn't in that space.
And that's her energy already.
Already.
I was about to say that.
I'm just
Jada.
like, you are the king. So like,
Yeah.
it's only natural that she's a part of a royal family.
So I'm
Chris. I like that.
Listen to me. I'm in South Africa. I'm doing a whole mental, spiritual trip because my son, you know, he's kind of like, he could get, you could forget he's there. Yeah. So he called him Sifo, which means the gift. And he said it's gift not in the sense of somebody having a gift, but a gift in the sense of something being wrapped and you don't know what it is yet. Wow. And then over time, it's going to be unwrapped and you're going to get to see all the greatness that's inside of him over time. Because he's like naturally talented. Yeah. He's naturally gifted. My son been getting A's and B's in school in his whole life and never has a tutor, never really done homework. Like he took a spelling test one time and they gave him the words the day before because he missed the whole week because he was sick. He didn't look at the words and got 100% on the spelling test. So like,
that's crazy.
But he would never say anything. He's never.
He
He's
get
low
that
key.
from his mom or his dad?
He's low key from his mom because I'm always gonna talk. I'm talking spicy. That's what it is.
For sure.
So here's the crazy part, right? Now I'm gonna let the missus speak to this, but I'm the king coach.
Facts.
Right? And he goes around, it says my wife, but what stood out to me, he called her the woman king.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't say that.
I'm gonna let that breathe.
First of all, bro, he said that in 2022, and I know he ain't seen the movie.
No,
because he lived it.
No. The meaning of her name. Yeah,
the meaning of her name was the woman king.
That's crazy.
And he don't know my wife from Adam.
Right. That's what
he don't know. She our chief operating officer. She don't know nothing. Don't know that he the king coach. Like he don't know. Yeah, he just anointed, man.
Bruh. So for me, it was the full circle of experience of my whole life because my name, and this really what I kind of wanted to end with because I think it's important. Like he said, my name is Vusi, and my name means anchor and legacy building.
Of course it do.
That's what that name means.
So, but think about an anchor, right? And I know we're mindful of time, but this is an important piece I wanted to share with you guys.
Please share, bro.
It's like anchor holds everything stable. My wife says you're dependable. Like you're consistent. She said, I'm a traditionalist. She said, I know what I'm getting out of you. Right. It holds everything down. But here's the hard part. Here's the human element. It's unseen. It's never really recognized like that. It's kind of taken for granted. You know what I mean? And I've been feeling that. So I've been an anchor, but it's like it's been frustrating. Because I didn't understand that it had meaning being an anchor. I didn't understand that it had meaning sitting under the water.
I thought you were just carrying a cross, bro.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm gonna carry my cross.
Wow.
It's heavy, it hurts, it's painful, it's not being seen. It's like you go through it, but when a man of God acknowledges that the unseen is the most important thing to everything that exists,
boy.
Now I'm like, I don't gotta get the recognition from man. I don't gotta be seen.
Folks wondering why the boat ain't drifting away because the anchor.
Because the anchor's there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Jay. I see what you did.
Because they think it's the DJ. They want to acknowledge the DJ. They want to acknowledge the chef, right? They want to acknowledge the engineer of the layout of the design of the boat. But really, why we're being stable, why we're actually being able to handle the fact of the things of life, is because somebody has literally anchored themselves in the core.
Yeah.
In the core of the earth, in the core of your values, in the core. So now I understand why I had to be on the prayer line for years.
Come on.
Didn't know why I had to be waking up and get convicted in my spirit. Why I have a sermon sitting on me for weeks.
Wow.
Why I have a conviction with God when my conscience be so pricked to do any little thing, to look at anything, to taste any little thing. I'll be warm with my own members that nobody else knows about, but I'm just convicted to show up a certain way. Yeah. Now, I don't want to show up that way.
Right.
I want to be selfish as heck. Yeah. But my spirit is convicted so hard. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And now, full circle, I'm finally reaping the benefits of the 20-year sacrifice as a man. And it's like him saying that name released a lot of tension on me, released a lot of like heaviness on me. So yeah, man, I'm just extremely grateful for Jeremy and Tracy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to do part 2.
Bro, not only a part 2, like, man, like, this might, I don't know, just that's Jay's job. You the boss, bro. But I could listen to this type of stuff forever, bro.
So let's go a little deeper. Let's do that. Let's do a part 2.
Thank you so much,
so
bro.
We'll have Soph and we'll have Nick on part 2. So let me ask you this. I feel like this is significant because notice he didn't say the highlight was petting baby lions, which was fire.
Right.
Walking with elephants, feet like
I saw him feed monkeys. Like it was monkeys on the
bro,
King
they
Coach.
was all on.
Bro, they was
I was
on
like, man,
him,
get that
dog.
monkey off your back.
See what you did there.
You like you did that?
Boo.
No, but literally, my man had monkeys like all around. We was in a monkey sanctuary.
That's dope.
But he said the highlight, man, shout out to Victor too, man. Love you, man of God. That Zulu elder, man, the man of God, like he literally sat around and with each person, we was either shocked, celebrating, or moved to tears as he began to tell each person they name and what it stands and what it means.
And are you
because we know each other.
And everything hit.
Everything.
That's crazy, man.
Everything, bruh.
Wow.
I can't explain it, man. I knew what it was going to be. Shout out to Gavin too, because I was going to do the naming ceremony at the conference. Because my first time in South Africa, it was me, Tracy, and Jewel, and they named all of us and gave Jewel her name. So my name is May Lucy, which means the shepherd. My wife's name, Timbe Kile, means the trusted one. Wow. Which everybody know they can trust and depend on Tracy. And Jewel's name, Simpiwe, means a precious gift from God. Wow. And so he's naming all. So that experience was life-changing for me. I'm like, May Lucy, the shepherd. I'm thinking like, okay, this is amazing. Wow. So I wanted that to happen at the conference, but Gavin was just like, if it's going to be multiple people, it might throw things off with how God is moving. It might not seem fitting, and it might be a disconnect from the crowd. I was like, I trust your leadership, bet. I called Victor. The elder came over and broke bread with us, and the Spirit of God broke out. We sat there for hours.
Bruh. And his leadership, he's the shepherd, trusting Tracy. I went to that trip, man, I ain't do nothing. I said, pay Tracy. Everything else going to be taken care of. That's all I got to do, because Tracy's that fire. Right? You don't even look. You doing that. I had the greatest trip of my life. I had the greatest trip of my family life, and I ain't even organized nothing. Wow. That's one. And then when we got the names, we got the experience, but the fact that I was so moved, I was like, yep, I'm South African. I'm South African.
At this point.
So I hit Gavin and Tracy up. I'm gonna join the board. I'm gonna be on the board of advisors for the nonprofit out there. I'm gonna help build that organization out there. Me and Gavin talked yesterday. We got a stand-up meeting we're gonna start next week. Building him up. I gave him free sessions there. I talked to his team there. Like, I was like, yep, I'm South African. I'm officially unofficial, like a referee's whistle. Like it's turned up.
I'm seeing him drill Gavin and ask all these different questions and trying to understand how the governments work, how the system works, how nonprofits work, how giving and sponsorship. And I've just sat back giggling like in his bag. Because Crump knows what it takes.
This is what he
started the nonprofit in an all-boys school in Bermuda and had to get millions of dollars of funding every year so that the school could be free for the boys and pay their staff. So he knows what it takes. So as he was asking these, and I don't got no experience like that. Yeah. Me and Tracy just cutting the check every month. Because our hearts are there. Yeah. But I don't really know how to go out and get the funding. Exactly. I'm just like, I'm going to be the funder. And God is like, yes, and you're going to be able to give more in 23. but I'm also going to give you 10 times that because now that y'all have everything set and organized, y'all about to get even more corporate sponsorships, and you're going to be able to help us out there.
I love that.
Yeah.
As y'all reset the time to for the part 2, I just want to say that I just appreciate the person that you are, bro. And like I feel this every time you tap in with us on the podcast. But like you being I don't know, I forgot exactly what your South African name is.
Vusi.
Your Zulu name.
Yeah, Vusi.
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 Yeah. Vusi.
But, okay, let's not keep saying this in English too long, but I really think that you being an anchor is going to balance out so much over there in South Africa, or it's already started to.
Listen, and here's the other part he said. He said when people come around me, they feel safe.
Facts.
He said they get calm. They feel like, man, like I feel like I'm with somebody I can trust.
Yeah.
Like he said some powerful stuff, bro. That was like, got it, Lord, got to play.
Yeah.
So we're gonna run it.
I was just sitting back on the inside, just smiling, just taking it all in.
You know what's crazy is that I keep hearing this trust word thrown around, the safe word thrown around. I just maybe I didn't just realize it, but it just hit me just now. I've worked in different groups where people have been talented. I've never worked in a group where I feel safe with everybody. I feel safe with everyone on our team to be myself, to be vulnerable, to be encouraging and to receive encouragement. It just says a lot about next level living as an organization, as a family, to be able to go over there and for him to only have positive things to speak. You think somebody anointed ain't gonna be able to sniff out that fake if you pop over there and you ain't right? Like, you think he owe anybody anything to sit there and hold back? If God put something on his heart to tell you something about yourself, there was the story in the Bible with the man and the woman who was stealing from the church the whole time, and they was in front of the church, and then they came above and was like, "Hey, you've been stealing from the church," and called him out in front of everybody, killed him. Now, I'm not saying we're going that far, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that everybody is so committed to what God is doing through Next Level Living, the fact that everybody is such a staple for what God is preserving and pushing toward, I just feel like this is incredible, and it just makes us so proud to be able to be a part of and see watch God work.
And I don't know if people really even fully understand what we really saying and what you just said.
Yeah.
You know, I wanna is Leslie gonna be able to make it? So don't trip. No. Don't put no pressure on her. I'm not tripping. I want to just share. I didn't want to take her thunder.
Yeah.
Leslie's my cousin.
Right.
She's been working at a company for a couple of years. She's in the DISC assessment of high D. It's a very demanding, very direct, very assertive.
Yeah.
As she began to speak life to her, but she was in tears. Wow. You know what he told her? You ain't got to fight no more. Cause Chris, she was done. He was like, you've been fighting all your life.
Wow.
He was like, you don't have to fight. And he was like, put down your armor. And he was just like, humility is going to be your strength.
So long.
She's been fighting,
but I have seen the change in her over these last 2 years.
Oh, listen.
Before,
for sure.
it was,
but it's on a whole other level now.
I see the transformation.
Wow.
And I know she was crying.
And that was the finale of the trip.
That was
like
last
the night before we left. Like it was such a God thing. So if we ever lose our mind and question, is God with us? Nick, what are we really saying here? You know what I'm saying? And so it was rich, man. We could talk about this all day, man. We'll have y'all tap in, close it out, and we'll tell them about
part
week.
2.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I just want to be honest with y'all, man. Like, I'm grateful that y'all get a chance to witness this, but it's nothing like getting a chance to experience this in person. Whenever we announce the next conference,
listen.
I do not listen. The conference ain't even coming up. This is free game.
Yeah,
this ain't even promo. It's just free game. Like, we are not talking about individuals that you cannot have access to. You can meet everybody that we are talking about here at the Next Level Living Conference. Like, when I tell y'all, when y'all come to the Next Level Speakers Conference, like, y'all need to see for yourself how God uses us in these moments to just love on y'all, to just be a light amidst being flawed. Like, I'm not here preaching perfection. I'm here preaching being available to be willing to be used by God and just seeing a mighty work that he's doing. Y'all, this ain't done.
No.
Part 2 is coming up next week, and I
Tap
need
in.
everybody to tap in. If y'all done came this far, y'all did not come this far
Oh,
to
it
come
gets
this
better.
far.
It gets
Y'all
better.
did not come this far to come this far. Don't
Yeah.
stop here, y'all. Tap in with us for next week. We love y'all,
Let's
man.
get it.
For sure.
I'm on another level.
So I went from doing okay to now doing $500,000 a year from speaking and writing, and it's been awesome for me thus far.
One gig, $18,000. Jeremy showed me what was possible.
The whole origins of our Next Level Speakers Elite program came from members of the Academy saying, yo, Jeremy, yo, ET, we need more. We want to travel with you guys. We need help with our marketing and our branding and our website. We want to be on stage with you guys. Like, we created this elite program for people who wanted more.
It's not about you are an elite speaker or you see yourself one day being number one in the world. No, it's you have an affinity for being elite. It's about understanding that excellence is the bare minimum and everything you do has to be elite. That's what the Next Level is about.
I can, I will, I must.
So when I think about our elite community, like, it's not just me and ET's goal to give you game. Like, we're gonna give you game, we're gonna give you resources, we're gonna have masterminds here in Atlanta and in different islands. Like, we're gonna provide you these marketing and branding services. We're gonna do that. But it's also me and ET's responsibility to put you in the best light, to have you looking so good out here where organizations view you as a top professional speaker.
We're going to make sure that your brand looks as good as our brand, and the resources that we have, we're gonna lend those resources to you.
When I look at the full scope of what our Speakers Elite program entails, it's more than just the stages we put you on.
I'm so thankful to the Next Level Elite speaker community for opening up this door. When they say they offer next value and the next level experience, they really do. And so huge thank you to Jeremy and his team for opening up this opportunity to speak here at TEDx in Miami.
It's more than just the photos that our team will capture and produce for you. It's more than just the custom speakers reel we'll create and the website and branding. It's more than that. It's like a high-level inner circle, right? A community of people who are all like-minded, pursuing the next level. Man, in a nutshell, we're really a family.
I spent thousands of dollars trying to find my place. It wasn't until I got here that I found home, and I own it. You can't put a price on what y'all doing here.
I just feel like I finally have a real family.
People ask all the time, okay, I make this type of investment, will I get my money back? Can I just be honest? You owe you, okay? You owe you. So we can't guarantee you engagements. But what we can guarantee you is you will be engaged. So you're going to have an opportunity to be with me. You're going to have an opportunity to travel with Jeremy. You are going to literally get an opportunity to shadow us. So you'll be at the gig, you'll meet, the individuals that are responsible, event planners, the CEO or the COO or the director, who's ever there. You're gonna understand philosophically what it takes to do this work. So I don't wanna just give you game in terms of what you need to do to become the best version of yourself as a communicator that you can be. I wanna put you in the game.
What makes our Next Level Speakers Elite program so interesting is we're a very diverse group of people. Some are men and women who are pastors and engineers. Some are teachers, some are entrepreneurs, some are doctor this and doctor that. Many of them are retired professional athletes, but we all have one thing in common. They're all serious about dominating in the speaking space. The only question you gotta ask yourself is, are you ready to go to the next level and become an elite speaker?
Don't think about it as spending money. Think about it as an investment. And don't ask yourself, can I afford it? I want you to say to yourself, I cannot not afford to make the investment and do what I have to do for myself, for my family, and for my legacy.
It's probably one of the realest programs you're going to ever get into. I've been in the other programs. They trash. I'll tell the truth. They trash. Man, you giving us a chance to do to practice what God gave us on stage? Yo, man, he said it right. It's priceless.
I've never been a part of a program like this that is a one-stop shop. I'm talking about EPKs, your website, the curriculum, all the information that you need, templates, everything that you need to take your speaking game to the next level and do what I was able to do in such a short period of time and go full-time as a motivational speaker doing the thing that I love the most. If you are not a part of this program, you do not know what you're missing. You do not want to miss out on this opportunity. I'll see you on the next level.
It's your boy E.T. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to teach you. And more importantly, I can't wait to sit back and watch you blow up and change the world.